All right, when people think about YouTubers making money, generally non-YouTubers, when non-YouTubers think about YouTubers who make money, their first thought is usually about AdSense. AdSense is the money that you get from YouTube when you're in their partner program that pays you for the views, or really it pays you for the ads that people click on or they interact with or they watch. But normally people think of it as associated with the views. So this is kind of what standard people think of. And this can be a lot of money to some content creators, and it can be very little money to a lot of content creators. For many content creators, they're going to get AdSense, and AdSense is going to be the least of their money. They're not really worried about the AdSense at all. Other content creators who are making a ton of money, man, they are really focused on that AdSense. What you kind of want is you want to have many streams of income. You don't want to just depend on the AdSense. I don't just depend on the AdSense. I got a lot of stuff going on and we're going to get into it. But AdSense is really kind of the foundation for most channels, especially when you get started. And to get the AdSense, of course, you need to be in their partnership program. To be in their partnership program, you need to have 1,000 subscribers. You need to have 4,000 watch hours. Don't have any strikes on your channel, and you're abiding by the community guidelines. So when people say, hey, I got monetized, what they're meaning is that, I got inducted into the partnership program. Now your channel can make money and you're not monetized yet, but when people talk about monetization, they're talking about the ability or their eligibility to earn the AdSense. All right. Now, AdSense. All right. What are some notable things to realize about the AdSense? Well, YouTube pays you about 55% of what you earn. It's the percentage you get, and then YouTube keeps 45%. All right. So this is another reason why AdSense isn't really great, because you only get to keep 55% of your money. So people say, well, is that fair? Is it not fair? If you didn't have access to the platform, you really wouldn't even get this 55%. So it is what it is. All right. And they'll generally pay you once a month on the 21st. And they pay you a month behind. They pay a month behind. All right. So even though it's January, I'm on the 21st of this month, I'm going to get paid for December. All right. So they pay you a month behind. These are some of the things that you should keep in mind when you're thinking about AdSense. Now, again, this is going to be big for some of you, and then for others of you, it's going to be smaller, the AdSense revenue stream. Here's something, guys, I really want to emphasize to you. All right. Let's talk about AdSense for a second. There is a content creator, Orlando Minor. He's excellent. He's into real estate, and he has 7,000 subscribers, 7,000 subs. How much money do you think he makes with 7,000 subs? He makes, let's just do it over here. He makes really over $100,000, but let's just say $100,000. This is Orlando Minor. I don't even want to put the name because I want to show you guys something. All right. There's a woman who recently joined the Patreon. She has 93,000 subs. All right. Now, guess how much money she makes? Are you ready for this? Orlando Minor has 7,000 subs and he makes 100,000. This lady has 93. No, sorry. She has 98. She has 98,000 subs. How much do you think she makes? She makes $300. $300. All right. You say, how? How is it possible that one channel with 7,000 subs makes 100,000 And then another channel with 98,000 subs only gets $300 a month. How is this possible? Well, for one thing, subs don't really mean as much as they used to, guys. It's really called a vanity metric. It's just for vanity. I mean, it's correlated to some stuff, but it's not a cause and effect type of thing. But what you're really looking at is your CPM and RPM in action. Okay, what is CPM? CPM, guys, is what companies pay per 1,000 views. All right. And now CPM is kind of old school because it really just looks at what companies pay. RPM is really what you take home. So that's the real number. That is the real number. But your CPM and your RPM kind of give you an idea of how much money your channel is going to make from Adsense. What's the difference? Orlando Miner, my man right here, he is in real estate. This beautiful woman right here, she does arts and crafts. What is the difference in why is it so much different, this amount plus this amount? It's because of their niches, all right? Their niches. Your niche determines your CPM and RPM, all right? Your niche, your channel, your videos. What is your stuff about? All right, what is your stuff about? Generally speaking, the more your channel talks about things related to money, the higher the CPM and RPM, generally speaking. All right. So real estate, man, you got to pay to play in real estate. You got to have money. And for arts and crafts, no, you can go down to the dollar store and buy some glue and Q-tips and cotton balls. All right. That's how you can have 98,000 subs with $300 and 7,000 subs with $100,000. All right. Now, there's really not much you can do to change your CPM and RPM once your channel starts. I mean, you can talk, if you start talking, if you have an arts and crafts channel, if you want to change your RPM and CPM, you can start talking about real estate, but you're going to lose a lot of your subscribers because they subscribe to you for arts and crafts. All right. Let me give you a real example. Okay. There's a gentleman in the Patreon, and he came up on the last Q&A. He has for his channel let's just say last month. And this is for his whole channel, he had 8 million views. But let's just say it's for last month, all right? 8 million views last month. Guys, let me focus in. Do you know what his RPM was? You guys aren't even gonna believe this. I told him to throw the whole channel away. Let me tell you what this man's RPM was. His RPM was, ready? 30 cents. 30 cents. You're almost working for free at this point. Now, what is my RPM? My RPM is, last month, it was like $18, which is pretty good, $18. YouTube will say the average RPM might be around, anywhere from $4 to $8. $8. What is Orlando Miner's RPM? What is Orlando Miner's RPM? Like, guys, it's like $80. $80. This was the Patreon member. This is mine. This is average. This is Orlando's. Now, I'm going to show you what this means. A lot of you guys, you don't really know the significance of this. All right. Let's look at my RPM. All right. Now, I did not get, let's do it like this. Let's just do it like this. I got, let's say, 3 million views. 3 million views in December. It was really 2.8, but whatever. 3 million views in December. So how do you calculate how much money I got? I got 3 million views. So you take 3 million and you divide that by 1,000, right? Because again, the CPM and RPM is how much money you get per 1,000 views. And so if you do that, man, I should be able to do this in my head, but I cannot. 3 million divided by 1,000 equals 3,000. So I got 3,000, right? And then you multiply that by my RPM, which is $18. And what do you get? Multiply that by $18 times $18, and you get 54,000. All right, that's how much I made it. Really, it was like 51,000, but we're rounding, okay? $54,000. This is how you do it, guys. All right. The key is really the RPM. All right, this is so key. Now, of course, your views are key too, but man, this now 54,000 in December. All right. My man, what if he would have gotten those same 3,000 views? Let's say he got the same 3,000 views. You divide that by 1,000. You have 3,000, but here's the kicker. You ready? Here's the kicker. Instead of 18, you put the 30 cents. All right, that's his RPM, remember? 30 cents. What does that equal? I got $54,000 in December. How much did he get? Oh my God. I gotta redo it just to make sure I did the math right. You guys aren't gonna believe this. He got 27 in December. All right, guys, listen. Oh, you can't even see that. Let me drag it down some. I'm sorry about that. Drag it down some. Guys, listen to what I'm trying to tell you here. All right. The difference between this number and this number, I mean, it's crazy. Now, let me tell you his real numbers. My man's real numbers for the year, he had 8 million views. 8 million views for the year. So what do? You take 8 million, divide that by 1,000. 8 million, divide that by 1,000. This is for the entire year. You have 8,000. 8,000 times his 30 cents. He got, listen to what I'm telling you guys. He worked a whole year on his channel, a whole year, and he got $2,400 in a year. Guys, you want me to tell you something? How many subscribers do you think he has? How many subs does he have? You ready for this? 45,000 subscribers. 45,000 subscribers, guys. All right. He made in a year with 45,000 subscribers, he made, let's say, $2,400. I think it was like 27 or something like that. All right. In a year, he made 24. year, 2,400. In my month, I made 54,000. I hope you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. Look at this, guys. This is so important. This is what people aren't really telling you. The CPM and RPM is so important. I want to be real with you. Some people are going to buy this course. Some people are going to come in my Patreon. Some people are going to come up on my live streams. And they're going to say, Lee, listen, I've been working hard. I got 45,000 subscribers. I'm not making any money. Some of you guys will never make money. Not with your niche. You have chosen a bankrupt niche. It's bankrupt. How is it that you can have 45,000 subscribers and work for a whole year and get paid $2,400, $2,500, $2,600? Whereas the next man who is working hard just like you is getting, tens of thousands of dollars, and you're doing the same work. He has a good niche. You have a bankrupt niche. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. My month is 54,000. You want to do something interesting? Let's look at Orlando's month. Let's say Orlando got the same 3,000. Orlando got 3,000 subs. No, 3,000 views. 3 million, I'm sorry. 3 million views. So you divide that by 1,000. And you get, what did we say? It was 3,000. Now, do you want to use Orlando's numbers? Are you guys ready for this? Craziness times 80. $80. How much would Orlando make? Ugh. 3,000 times $80. Jesus, guys. $240,000 in 1 month. In 1 month. People are like, how are these YouTubers making so much money? $240,000 in a month. Is this possible? Absolutely. There are people in my sector making $240,000, $300,000 a month, and these channels with 1 million subscribers, they're making in the millions, guys, in the millions. This right here, if you made that every month, that's 2.8 million for the year. 2.8, where's the 8 million dollars? All right, a year. You can make so much money, guys. All right, but so much of it is determined by your CPM and RPM. If you do not have a good CPM and RPM, your AdSense is going to look like trash, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing anybody can do about it. You can join any Patreon. You can join any Q&A. This is it. This is why I want to put this lesson at the top of the money section. Some of you have trash niches. They're not trash, but they're just not going to make you any money. All right? They're just not. Now, there's no place where you can go to say, hey, it's not like YouTube keeps a table of all of the CPMs and all of the RPMs. But if you have a food channel, just go around in the food and ask people, hey, or just, kind of investigate on your own. If you've got a gaming channel, gaming channels are notorious. Let's do this. What are some of the good niches and the bad niches? What are some of the rich niches and the poor rich niches? Rich niches, all right? As we have just seen, real estate, finance, investing, crypto, CRY, cryptocurrencies, uh, autos, specifically Teslas, right? What do these things have in common? Anybody know? If you want to buy a Tesla, if you want to buy these cars, you got to have money. You want to buy crypto, you got to have money. You want to invest, got to have money. You're talking about finance, talking about money. Real estate, money. Stocks and bonds. All of these niches are so, man, credit cards, right? Companies pay big money to advertise. These companies pay big money to advertise on channels that talk about this. All right. These are the rich niches. What are poor niches? What are poor niches? Poor niches. Gaming. Gaming is a terrible niche if you're trying to make money. What's another niche? Makeup. Makeup. And I guess we can put hair. Makeup. Hair, terrible, terrible, terrible. Stuff like that, guys. Just stuff that's really low barrier to entry stuff where you don't need money, you know, and you're just in it, right? These are some poor niches. Sometimes reaction videos, reaction channels. I'll just put videos. I don't want to put videos. You know what I'm saying? Gaming videos, hair and makeup videos, reaction videos. These niches are not very good, right? You don't need money to watch a reaction video to be interested. You don't need money to think about makeup and hair tutorials. You don't need money to think about gaming. You need money to think about stocks and bonds. You need money to get into Tesla. You need money to get into crypto investing. You need big money to get down into making big money with real estate. All right. I don't know what to tell you guys if you come to me and want to make a ton of money and you have chosen gaming as your niche. The guy who had the 30 cents RPM, guess what his niche was? It was reaction. It was reaction. Can I move this? Oh, look at that. He had a reaction channel. Right? 45,000 subs. No one cared. YouTube does not care about your subscriber count if your CPM and RPM is low. All right? Your CPM and RPM control so much of your AdSense. Doesn't matter if you get 1 million views. You might not make anything if your CPM is trash. And this is like one of the lowest CPMs I've ever heard in my life. This is terrible. All right? For a CPM and an RPM. So I hope I have underscored the fact that if you're trying to make big money, you need to think about your CPM and your RPM. And really your RPM is like your big take home. Your CPM is important to know, but your RPM is really the heavy hitter, guys. All right. Don't come to me saying you're not making a lot of money on the Adsense if your RPM is trash. Now, if your RPM is trash, can you make money on YouTube? Yes. Guys, again, this is just for the AdSense. You still got a ton of ways. We haven't even talked about the super chats. We haven't even talked about the super stickers. We haven't even talked about the Patreon. We haven't even talked about all of these other things. We're just talking about the AdSense, okay? But I want you guys to start off on the right foot and be realistic. Be realistic. Everybody's so happy to get to 1,000 subscribers. Everybody's so happy to get monetized, and then they choose a trash niche. It's not trash for the quality that you're going to provide. You can have a very good gaming channel, a very good reaction channel. It's not a trash niche. Your channel isn't trash, but your RPM is trash. All right, so don't get offended. Please do not shoot the messenger. I would give you 100 CPM if I could, 100 RPM. My RPM is 18. Orlando Miners is 60, 80. Is that fair? I chose a niche that has an 18 to 20, a $20 RPM. If I don't like my RPM, guess what? I can start talking about real estate. All right. So we all have ourselves to blame for the niche that we have chosen for our channel. So just remember your RPM is extremely important in determining how much money you're going to make with the AdSense. All right, let's go to the next lesson.